Welcome back to this week's next trekking adventure. We're in Fajardo, Puerto Rico, on Seven Seas Beach, looking for the secret beach. So we take to the air and figure out a path and head our way to Secret Beach, where we spend the day there and show you some of the sights and sounds of Secret Beach. And then we go back to the kiosks, where we enjoy some lobster dinners.
So we are going to dig in because that looks fantastic. We're heading off to the remote beach. It's supposed to be about a 30-minute walk, depending on the what review you read. We read some reviews and talked to some hikers. Some say it's 20 minutes depending on your pace, some longer. So we'll see. But you come all the way down to the end of the beach, and then there's a trail that takes you here. It's supposed to be really good snorkeling, remote. So we're always searching for those snorkel locations that you don't need to go on a snorkel trip to do. I'm not a big fan of those snorkel trips. Pile onto a boat with a bunch of other people, and I don't know. I like the self-guided stuff. So if we can find that, we're happy. So we'll take you along this little adventure here. So you just find the path down at the end of Seven Seas Beach, and there's some signs there. You are going into the forest. Bug spray is a must. So there's a lot of mosquitoes. If you slow down, they will eat you alive. We took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
We're always up for an adventure,
yeah,
though, right?
So we walked about, probably a half a mile into the jungle. And so then we followed the signs. So here would be our pro tip. Follow the signs.
I think I had something to do with that.
Yeah, but here we are. We came out right here, and I'm going to show you where the trail keeps going. So, but yeah, we finally made it.
There really is signs, so follow the signs to the beach. That really was about only the halfway point, and we just I don't know, we zigged instead of zagged, and we ended up doing at least a half a mile each way in the wrong direction. So hot and sweaty, but we eventually got back on
How you
track.
doing, Tara?
I'm good. This is really pretty, peaceful.
Walking through the mangroves, or I don't know what these are.
This is a really cool tree.
Yeah, it is a flood area here. Hello, how are you? This is cool. So I'm hoping the camera captures just how cool this is, but this is super neat. Terry can see the beach. Yeah. So we're gonna, this is super cool. Hey, how are you? Wow, what a canopy.
blue.
Either that or we're coming up on a cliff, but man, this is really, really neat. Short of that we took the wrong path and that went down a crazy path. Now we're on the, this isn't bad. So if we didn't make that mistake, oh.
You know you're getting close to the beach when it turns to sand.
Yeah, it's turned into sand.
Sand.
So we're gonna spin this around and kind of let you see what we're seeing as we're walking out here. And this is it's a tan sand, but this trail right now has become like a powdery path. Yay, looks like we made it. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey. And you can see way into the distance those buildings. We're staying in one of those buildings. One of
the three to the right.
the three to the right. That's Luquillo down there. Wow. I don't know which way to go for snorkeling, but maybe anywhere out here. So this is pretty awesome. I would think not down that way though, because it gets rougher.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking oh, that's too bad. Somebody tried to bag up garbage, but it just looks like it's been raided. And you know what? If you hike in, for God's sake, carry it out with you. What do you think, Miss Terry?
Love it. Beautiful.
I don't know how much further we want to go down there, but anywhere in here would be okay. Do you want to walk there? I don't know if visibility is going to be any good out here. Water's pretty cold. Of course, I'm all sweaty, so that might be some of it. But here we are.
It was definitely worth the walk there, and I wouldn't advise doing the additional mile that we did, but so stay on the trail. But once there, it really is an isolated beach. There's a point I'm going to show you once I get the drone up in the air that it becomes more of a clothing optional beach. There is no nude beach, but you might run into some people wearing less clothes than others. One side's kind of family friendly, the other, yeah, it's potluck. So I had to really watch where I was shooting and droning. So while there, but this became one of our favorite go-to locations just because of its isolation and how very few people were on this beach.
just nail the lizard. He's still, oh, the lizard's still fighting. The lizard's still fighting in his mouth. Hang on, oh, it's over. Stuck in his throat now. Okay, so we've been stopping, and I'm gonna try to point to way down there, Secret Beach, and it's about 1.5 miles. And then, yeah, and then there, the governor's mansion. But my God, you could have been stopping. You walk here. There's a coral reef right there. You can see the coral sticking up. This whole bay, there's not a soul in it. And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, God, you know, and we just discovered this. This is our last week. One of our last weekends here. We have next Saturday. Then we go to the other side of the island. But you could post up right here. And again, if you come here, there's just Google Governor's Beach House. And right now there's like 6 cops all like stationed, you know, ready for somebody to even pretend like they're trespassing. So you'd be really safe. But come right here, post up. You can get in deep water, right? Just right there where the rock's at, in between the shore and the rock. It goes, yeah.
And we need to mention it's really cloudy and overcast right now.
Yeah.
But it's still 82.
Yeah, it's still 82. But what a hidden gem. And I read something online that they're trying to develop this. So, yeah, they're trying to bring in some kind of a development into like where the governor's mansion is, because it's all private land, right?
Oh yeah,
So,
The other day we tried to do it and the gate was locked.
yeah.
Over there.
So we thought we could drive down there because, well, Google says you can. Well, there's a big gate, security cameras, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, but what a hidden gem. The thing they can't stop you from doing is walking the coastline. So if you're up for about a 2-mile hike, you can have a beach to yourself. Yeah. And you can snorkel right there. All the way out there. You can kind of see the reef out there. This is amazing. So I'm going to spin the camera around and walk back. And we've been sitting there in like 3 feet of water all day. It's still awesome, and I'm not complaining. But
The reef is close over
but
there.
yeah,
Is the point.
yeah, and so it's really shallow, and it's mostly clear, and then that seagrass. It's not an actual reef. Well, this looks like an actual coral reef, but there's no tourists coming here because they can't get here. You can't park a snorkel tour out there and walk the, you know, and then have your snorkeler swim in. But the Governor's, they've got 2 buoys out there, and those buoys, I'm figuring this out now, are like boats can come in there, and then there's 2 mooring buoys out here. So, but again, that would all be private, and they'd probably play pretty hard defense on you if you tried to bring your private boat in here. So, guess what? Next week, my Miss Terry, my Miss Terry's working. Mr. Mark is going to go snorkeling. We're going to bring our gear and just see what we can see. I'm stoked. I'm sad that we've been walking out to Secret Beach, but we haven't been walking past the governor's mansion. So, and now I'm kind of sad. Anyways, I'm going to spin the camera around. There's some guys walking towards us in banana hammock and thongs. So I'm going to turn the camera off.
Turn around and look at that rain cloud.
Okay, stuffed lobster. And what's it stuffed with?
Shrimp and like grouper or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And Terry got the surf and turf.
And I got the rice and beans already mixed, and you got the rice and beans not mixed.
So we are going to dig in because that looks fantastic.
Date night.
It's Friday night. Date night. You know when things are so good, you've got to share. So this was a cheese gravy or something like that they called it. Right here. Stuffed. Crazy. Stuffed with a sauce. And it is grouper and shrimp. But the gravy, it's not a gravy, but the sauce is like a cheese sauce or something. And you will lose your shit eating. Lights. Almost got ran over by a car with no headlights on. I didn't see him coming.
We want to thank you for joining us on this week's Next Trekking Adventure. The beaches in Puerto Rico really are fantastic, but Secret Beach and thereby the Governor's Beach House really did become some of our favorite beaches to go to. We hope that if you like this video, you will subscribe to our channel.
And we'll see you
On our next trekking adventure.
miles and miles and miles of secluded beach.